Welcome back, horror fans. If you love the spine-chilling realism of games like Resident Evil, you're in for a treat. Today, we're counting down the top 20 ultra-realistic horror games coming in 2024 and 2025. These games promise terrifying atmospheres, next-gen graphics, and heart-pounding action that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Before we jump in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to stay updated on all things horror. Becrowned is a haunting survival horror game set in a dark, twisted world created to punish the truly guilty. You play as Richard Torrance, a man driven by ambition but haunted by an unfulfilled longing for happiness. Now trapped in a realm that brings nightmares to life, Richard must navigate a foreboding castle filled with secrets, enemies, and chilling encounters. As you explore, you'll need to solve puzzles, manage limited resources, and make strategic choices to survive against varied and dangerous foes. Every decision impacts the fates of others trapped in this nightmarish world, leading to multiple possible endings, from redemptive to horrific. Trench Tales is a dark, Gothic-inspired tactical combat adventure set in an alternate World War I universe. Players step into a hauntingly beautiful yet war-torn realm as a lone warrior summoned to confront supernatural threats and unravel a web of mystery.
Probably time for me to explain everything.
Psycho Dead is a third-person survival horror game where you control Alexia, a girl with psychic powers, as she attempts to escape a mysterious lab filled with terrifying creatures born of dark experiments. As Alexia, you'll wield unique psychic abilities, such as telekinesis and powerful blasts, to fight, solve puzzles, and survive against relentless foes. Set in a sci-fi lab steeped in mystery, the game combines classic survival horror mechanics like limited resources and backtracking with intense encounters against unique enemies who use their own disturbing abilities. You can choose how to face each challenge, balancing between combat and stealth as you navigate the lab's chilling environment.
Perfect results of the experiment. Not everyone has powers like you, Alexia.
No matter how scary the outside world is, here, I'm no different from a lab rat. I'm ready to take risks for my freedom.
Cult of Blood is a survival horror adventure game set in a remote village surrounded by a sinister forest. Players take on the role of a police officer investigating a series of mysterious disappearances. The narrative leads them to a hidden cult engaged in dark blood rituals. The game features traditional tank controls and fixed camera angles, creating a tense atmosphere as players explore the eerie village. Combat is strategic, pitting players against human cultists and terrifying supernatural entities with limited resources to manage. Wronged Us is a survival horror game where players follow Isaac, a man drawn back to his decaying hometown, Lowell, years after the loss of his son. Now, twisted by darkness and unsettling changes, Lowell hides secrets that compel Isaac to confront his past and the mysteries of the town, where something has gone horribly wrong. Inspired by classic survival horror, Wrongdust blends exploration, tense combat, and environmental storytelling. In this open-world setting, players face disturbing encounters, scavenging for resources and carefully choosing allies as they navigate the shadowy streets and unravel the tragic stories of the town's residents.
And sometimes
Retrieval is an award-winning survival horror game that plunges players into a chilling, narrative-rich adventure. You take on the role of Hannah Lawshed, commander of a research team stranded on the mysterious planet Ryholian. As Hannah finds herself trapped in an eerie, retro-futuristic subway base, she must navigate a ravaged, hostile environment filled with dangers and unravel the dark secrets hidden within.
There is no end. We all want the
The Killing Antidote is a third-person action game set in a post-apocalyptic future where a mysterious germ has mutated humanity, pushing the world to the brink of collapse. You play as Jody, a freelance journalist on a dangerous quest to uncover the truth behind the outbreak and locate a rumored antidote. The gameplay combines shooting, melee combat, and puzzle solving, with a range of combat strategies including stealth and assassination. With a variety of weapons from firearms to bows, and customizable options for Jody's appearance, players can tailor their experience. The game also features a roguelite element with randomized dungeons, adding replayability and unpredictability.
我一定要找出真相。可是这里好可怕，我担心我一个人无法完成这个艰巨的任务。你能帮帮我吗？我们一起去寻找化解危机的解药。
Agni. Village of Calamity is a survival horror game that follows Agni, an investigator from a covert Indonesian police unit, as she explores a remote village despite dire warnings. What starts as an unauthorized investigation quickly plunges her into a dark mystery as she searches for her missing partner, Lila.
Lila?
In Desa Purba, players must manage resources, solve puzzles, and face chilling threats while navigating the village's oppressive atmosphere. Agni also battles her own fears and guilt, making each discovery a personal trial. With cinematic graphics, a fixed camera perspective, and a haunting storyline, Agni. Village of Calamity brings classic horror elements into a modern, deeply immersive experience.
Salah saya apa? Bukan saya yang pertama kali gali di sini. Bukan saya yang pertama kali penasaran. Tugas saya hanya cari tahu dan beri bantuan. Harusnya saya bisa lebih hati-hati. Ini bukan masalah sepele. Ini adalah ancaman besar. Harusnya saya bisa menutup seluruhnya, kubur dalam-dalam agar tidak makin banyak cahaya yang ditutup oleh bayang. Tapi lihatlah hasilnya. Lihatlah hasilnya. Lihatlah hasilnya. Kalau udah kayak gini, mau minta tolong sama udah nggak bisa. Udah nggak bisa. Udah nggak bisa.
Always wanted to fly?
Directive 8020 is a sci-fi survival horror game that follows the crew of the Cassiopeia, a colony ship that crash lands on the distant planet Tau Ceti F. As they explore this alien world in a last-ditch mission to save humanity, the crew discovers they are not alone. A deadly, shape-shifting alien life form roams the ship, blurring the lines between friend and foe. From the creators of Until Dawn and The Quarry, Directive 8020 promises immersive cinematic storytelling where every choice matters. Players will need to rely on stealth, improvised weapons, and split-second decisions to survive as they navigate a deadly cat-and-mouse game against an alien threat that can mimic its prey. Negative Atmosphere is a third-person survival horror game where players step into the shoes of Samuel Edwards, the chief medical officer of the TRH Rusinov, a spaceship overrun by a monstrous outbreak. Trapped with no easy escape, Samuel must battle his former crew, now twisted creatures, and navigate through the infested corridors of the ship. As he scavenges for resources, Samuel relies on his medical expertise, repurposing drugs in creative ways for survival. The game's morality system adds depth to Samuel's journey, making players' decisions impact his mental state and how he interacts with the horrors around him. Players must choose carefully, as each action reflects Samuel's values and shapes his survival.
Warning. Toxic atmospheric pollutants detected. Please evacuate sector and inform maintenance personnel.
Blight. Survival is a medieval co-op extraction light game where players take on the role of warriors tasked with stopping the spread of the Blight, a deadly plague transforming the dead into monsters. Set in the brutal no-man's land between two warring kingdoms, players join forces with up to 3 others to face both human foes and monstrous horrors. The game combines elements of roguelites and extraction gameplay, allowing players to make tough choices, whether to extract and save progress or push forward deeper into enemy territory. With a directional combat system, players can customize their loadouts, choose from various weapons, armor, and talents, and explore the war-torn landscape filled with hidden treasures and secrets.
Feel too sorry. Keep looking.
post-trauma immerses players in a modern survival horror experience inspired by classic titles, following Roman, a tormented train conductor who wakes in a surreal, terrifying dimension. Armed with weapons and driven by desperation, Roman navigates twisted realities, solving puzzles and piecing together clues to survive. This horror journey combines fixed camera angles, Unreal Engine 5 visuals, and a haunting score to evoke a constant sense of dread.
Can I leave?
With an evolving, unpredictable storyline and voice acting by talented actors, post-trauma challenges players to face their fears and find a way back to reality.
Make peace with the gloom. There's no better way. Trust me.
You think you can escape what you've done?
I think I can try.
It's time.
Connection. The Nightmare. Within is a heart-pounding horror mystery puzzle game that challenges players to solve a gripping case while battling zombie-like creatures and formidable bosses. As a detective, you'll explore a narrative filled with unexpected twists and turns, utilizing mind-space technology to delve into the antagonist's twisted psyche. Players must navigate through this chilling world by solving mind-bending puzzles and engaging in combat with enemies that possess unique fighting styles. The game offers 2 camera modes. Opt for the nostalgic fixed camera perspective for a classic survival horror experience reminiscent of Resident Evil, or switch to over-the-shoulder mode for a more action-oriented gameplay style. Slitterhead is a battle action adventure set in the chaotic streets of Kowloon, where players control Hyoki, a bodiless entity without memory, whose sole purpose is to eliminate the monstrous Slitterheads, creatures that seamlessly blend into human society. The game's immersive world of neon lights and suspenseful drama invites players to explore a dark city teeming with danger and secrets. As Hyoki, players use a unique possession ability to take control of humans, using their bodies to slip past barriers, infiltrate organizations, and traverse the city at high speeds. Hyoki can wield blood as a weapon, burning life force to unleash powerful attacks against Slitterheads. Strategic possession of rarities, rare individuals with a unique connection to Hyoki, allows players to unlock new abilities and tackle Kowloon's deadliest foes. Tormented Souls 2 thrusts players back into a chilling world of survival horror. where Caroline Walker returns to save her cursed sister. Journey through eerie monasteries and haunting locations, confronting nightmarish creatures with makeshift weapons in desperate battles. Set in Puerto Miller, a mysterious town with a dark past rooted in ancient religious practices, Caroline faces relentless horror, puzzles, and supernatural threats. With limited resources and creative puzzle solving, players must explore and survive the twisted mysteries lurking in every shadow to save her sister and escape alive. Alan Wake 2. The Lake House DLC is a chilling descent into the heart of psychological horror, where players explore a twisted Federal Bureau of Control facility infused with dark secrets and supernatural dangers. As Agent Kieran Estevez, you navigate the eerie floors of the Lake House, encountering surreal spaces, looping hallways, distorted canvases, and rooms filled with endless typewriters that constantly shift and unnerve. The Sinking City 2 is a third-person survival horror game that pulls you into a twisted 1920s United States steeped in Lovecraftian horror. Set in the eerie city of Arkham, players navigate flooded alleys and crumbling mansions filled with monstrous Deep Ones, cultists, and otherworldly creatures from the Cthulhu mythos. With limited resources, players must solve puzzles, manage inventory, and revisit areas to unlock hidden paths. Side mysteries reveal additional story layers and rewards, while Unreal Engine 5's cutting-edge visuals bring the haunting atmosphere to life with realistic lighting, detailed environments, and lifelike characters. Nakwon. Last Paradise is a gritty, third-person survival game set in a zombified Seoul, where survival is a delicate balance of stealth, strategy, and ruthless decision-making. As an ordinary human in a weapon-scarce city, you'll navigate tight alleys and clustered buildings where every sound can mean life or death. With zombies lurking and players competing, you must rely on senses and silence to stay alive. This PvP-PvE game pits you against AI-controlled zombies and other players, each fighting to collect valuable items. But death is unforgiving. Any wrong move means losing everything. The environment is relentless, where every gunshot can bring a swarm of zombies, making silent, strategic movements essential. The Thing Remastered brings back the chilling experience of the 2002 survival horror shooter, which serves as a sequel to John Carpenter's iconic 1982 film. Remastered by Night Dive Studios, the game features enhanced visuals with anti-aliasing, per-pixel lighting, 4K resolution, and support for up to 144 frames per second, making it more immersive than ever.
There's nothing else I can do. Just wait.
Silent Hill 2 Remake is a psychological horror game that follows James, who receives a letter from his deceased wife, prompting him to return to the haunting town of Silent Hill. There, he encounters a mysterious woman named Maria, who bears a striking resemblance to his late wife.
I'm alone there now.
The remake enhances the original experience with stunning graphics, including ray tracing and immersive soundscapes that heighten the unsettling atmosphere. Players can explore expanded environments, including new locations that add depth to the iconic story. Transitioning from fixed camera angles to an over-the-shoulder perspective brings players closer to the action, making encounters with terrifying monsters more intense. The combat system has also evolved, allowing for dodging, aiming down sights, and engaging weapon mechanics that create a nerve-wracking survival horror experience.
I don't think she's here anymore.
This whole town. Might be best if you just get out of here.
Yeah, you're right.
You said you took everything. But you forgot that videotape we made.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
So you are Maria.
I am. If you want me to be.
How do you know about Mary?
You see it too? For me, it's always like this.
Doesn't matter who I am. I am here for you, James. See?